right, everybody, get to it on a Thursday. What's happening? Great to see everybody. Got to talk about some market action going down right now, and emphasis on down. But we are so close to major levels that I'm kind of excited. Kind of like it. I really want this to happen. Let's get this washed out now. S&P is off 104. NASDAQ down 485. We were just down 5.25. What's going on? Can the devs do anything? I don't know, Wayne. I don't know if you want the devs to do anything. You want this to happen now. Let's get this washed out and then we get on with it. I think there's a lot to talk about. Well, sure, a lot to speculate on, but we are inside of perfect framework, harmonic pattern framework action right now. Folks, we came within about 5 points just a little while ago. 57.3850. Target 1, 57.3250. Been waiting on that for a long time. Going on 3 months of waiting for that number. And then the same can be said with the QQQ. Remember, 487. We were 50 cents shy just a couple days ago. Of course, we didn't have a HSI or a check back. 487.27, that's the number. That's what we want. So far today, 489.26. 2 days ago, 487.74. I was thinking maybe by today we would see some dots, not unless we have a green bar. We need a green bar. So great to see everybody. It's 5,400 incoming on the ES. Let's get to 57. Let's dial it back. Let's talk a little stock first. How are you guys doing today? What's up, chat? David, as always, thank you. Snipes, Candle Clown, Mr. Wayne, Bat Song, John Lewis, Chipper Flipper, Ryzen, Justin. What's up, Justin? I need some picks. You got to bring up those other ones we were talking about the other day. Yeah, I think this is the best thing, guys. Get this out of the way. Let's have this hit now, because we have this HSI right here setting up. Early stages, but we've got everything we want to see. There's the HSI check back. Yesterday was a green bar. Let's say we hit the level today, and then tomorrow we have a green bar. That puts us into dot confirmation. I would really welcome that. Let's get it over with. Again, this has been the scenario. We're in type 1 reactive territory. S&P 500 on the daily. QQQ on the daily. Meanwhile, we're setting up a zillion bullish patterns waiting for some confirmation to hit. I think this will hit. S&P is going to hit 32 here in the next 5 minutes or less. This is the capitulation selling. In my opinion, that's where we're at. Let it happen. Let it come to you. The other thing I have mentioned repeatedly are the similarities between this retracement and the August retracement. And I think that's what we're looking at here. I mean, remember August? How nasty that was? Come all the way down there and then get a dot and go. I would say same kind of a situation. We didn't have a pattern here. Back there. What we had, maybe it was an extension, but not like this. Not like this. So, just let's get in front of this. Come on down, 57.32. That's our structural minimum. And as I said before, we just need one more green bar. One more green bar seals the deal. And then we can get going. Yep, what's up? What's up, Jay Fish? Welcome to the class. Welcome to the show. Yes, Justin, we'll get to that. KBH looks good. A lot of these are just falling right into their zones, going to target. If it's a bearish pattern, it's setting up really nice in terms of coming to target one. Again, QQQ has been kind of the poster child of this type 1 retracement. We have talked about, well, really since the dot, and geez, it seems like forever ago, but that was 2 weeks ago, posted the dot. And now 10% correction, which is normal, guys. I've been saying the same thing about Bitcoin. Like, we want the retracement in Bitcoin. And it's a normal retracement. People lost their marbles over that Bitcoin could do a normal retracement. Same going on here. 487.27. Okay, that's the monster number off that butterfly that finally now with confirmation we're gonna see it. And in the same way we had confirmation up here, I would be looking for the confirmation down here very soon. What, again, it might not be today. I doubt it. You'd have to reverse a 12-point drop today. Who knows? But tomorrow, getting to the end of the week, into next week, it's coming. And then I would start looking. I mean, look, here we are with HSI already out of the zone. Get above the 50 level. I would think of it like this. Get HSI on S&P 500 futures above that 50 to get some momentum. Even a little end of the quarter bounce. And that's the other thing that I'm thinking about is that here we are. I think for most people, they did not expect a retracement in this. They expected market to continue to go straight up. And that's not what we've been saying. Like Bitcoin, like S&P, all of these were setting up with these kind of bearish patterns for a digestible retracement, as they say. Come on back down to target one, and then we'll look for larger longs. I already started adding longs as of yesterday. Maybe I'm a touch early. I talked about Taiwan Semi last time. Tesla, I'm on that, and I will continue to add to that. I'm adding in chunks. Okay, enter on in chunks, exit in lumps. But there's a lot going on there. And the other thing that I'm not going to dismiss that we've talked about, where the S&P 500 ETF, the SPY, yes, we have some big patterns up here. Big deep crab. Monthly is probably even better than the weekly, but we have this rollover there. Okay, and breaking under the 50. So there's cause. There's definitely just cause to understand why this has been rolling over. But even within, you compare that inside the zone against the daily framework, I would be more of the opinion that S&P does, where's my pattern? Oh, it's on the futures. It was on the futures. It does something like this before a larger consequence takes place. You know, up, come down, finish what we're doing, back up, and then down. If that's going to be the deal. We're close. We're close to this being over with. And again, I equate it a lot to what happened in August. Let me bring this up here. We can look at a couple of these. Of course, a ton of red across the screen, but I'll show you one or two on the NASDAQ that I'm really liking right here. We got Amazon right here with a shark back to back at target one. When we see these back to back pattern situations, they are ripe. Respect it. And last time we had a shark was back in August, 151 for the move to 240. And we come down, we formed a dot yesterday. So we're retesting today. And we're at 201.91, which is the target one off that crab. You guys know we've been talking about this stuff for a while. It's now here. And the only issue is that it took longer to materialize than we usually see. Again, go from initial pattern completion. Talk to me about 30 bars later. What is it doing? Not much. But if you get another confirmation, which we did, like bar 40 after this initial completion, there's HSI. You can do it from either one, but that secondary confirmation, 30 bars puts us into next week. Off of this, it's the same setup as Bitcoin. Bitcoin did a secondary confirmation, and you know what we've done. Bitcoin's also about to turn around, though. Bitcoin's retracement's almost done. So a lot to consider. I'll pop up the Tesla thing too. Tesla is with a dot yesterday and now a bat, now a deeper bat off of. It's interesting how they've all round tripped the election rally. Crypto, major stocks, they did the big push, come all the way back for an 886 reset, and now we have some dots. So if you're not in, I think you got plenty of time here, but I'd certainly be looking 267.34. That's the exact XA number. And then even on daily, like I said, I'm probably a touch early here, get that above the 50. But I'm fine. I'm building a position here. I really am. So a couple others. Here you go. Okay, let's go ES really quick. What's going on, chat? You guys let me know what you want to look at. M2 money supply, sure. Couple others. How can you learn about the target 1, target 2? Well, there's two ways to do that. I mean, get over to harmonictrader.com. Okay, get the software. Everybody should be here, should be getting the software. Okay, send your trading username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. That is the way to do it. We just hit target 1. Hello. Come on. Look, T1 just hit, guys. 57.32. Seriously, this deserves a round of applause. We should be embracing this. There you go. 32.50, folks. That was target 1 right here. We just hit. And notice, I don't know if you guys saw this, the T1 dollar sign just went on. Target 1 is there. Been waiting on that for a long time. NASDAQ's going to come down here and it's going to clip our 487, I think. Am I saying buy immediately? No, I'm saying get ready. Let's be going off the next confirmation signals. Daily is, like I said, needs an arrow. Needs a yellow dot. But 32.50, guys, that's a huge number. Really, I'm glad it happened while we were on stream here. And then 5 minute chart. Let's go RTH. Yeah, we're a little 5 minute oversold. Let's see. Can we get this thing? The only problem here is we've got amplified. This is a 5 minute chart, so I'll go back to the daily in a second. But look, get that back up, and then we're in business. I really like it. You guys just saw something major happen. Major. Okay, first step accomplished. Now, 32.50, guys. I'm very likely to see a bounce off this level or shortly thereafter. And did the Qs get down there on that last flush? Because now NASDAQ was down 560 a second ago. QQQ, the number is 87.20. 87.27 to be exact. The low, 88.61. It's really close. Like I said, it might not be today because we'll probably maintain this bearish close. But we'll get one more. We'll get a green bar, and that's stabilization. At target, 87.27. That's such a big number. Such a big number. NQ down 570. Let's go. I like it. I'm telling you guys, this is super constructive. Really. Even stuff like here, I brought this up before too. Google. Okay. This is at target too. And we mentioned this last time. Why? Because we had the butterfly and it went into a type 1 reaction. That's type 1. Remember, always, first move is considered reaction. Type 1, get the confirmation. It doesn't happen at T1, it happens at T2. That's all right. That's why we use the confirmation and then do the return move. All right, that's the basic framework. But with Google right now, okay, today we're trying to put in that dot. 170.69, basically 170, monster level. And I would say within the longer term kind of uptrend here, we can go back less, few dots, several dots there, that to a lesser extent, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You guys get the picture? I know it looks scary AF right now, but these are the signals we want to see when you're coming down into, into a nice little collapse. So that's not official until today. We close it today, but I think if you go through this, so many of these instances were critical areas. And then, yeah, and Google, even on the weekly. Now, weekly probably needs this week and then next week to get out of the zone here, but you're deep oversold. Last time we were that oversold was August. Go figure. If you guys remember August, it was a big flush and then we stabilized and we didn't look back. So all that looking good, and let's just follow along. I mean, S&P already starting, I would expect some kind of bounce up 32. It's a big number. 5-minute time frame, just check back. Get for today, especially you guys that are trading futures. What I'm looking for, get out of that zone, okay, and then get HSI to start trending up above the 50. We could at least get a tradable bounce segment there. I'll be talking a lot about that on the 21st. Everybody else, if you wanted to get that other information, just become a basic member. I wanted to mention this really quick. Someone was asking about where do we go to learn about type 1, type 2. Check out the cheat sheets. They're on the basic members page. That's all free. And get that, like right there. Okay, that's a great one. Type 1, type 2. Let me see if I can do this. Oh, here's what I want to do. There it is. All the patterns, and then that's right there. That's the basic framework. Reaction, type 1, come back for the return part of the process, and then type 2 reversal. Type 1 reaction goes to target 1, type 2 reversal goes to target 2. All right, get with that. NASDAQ down, still down 550. Again, I think this is, embrace this. This is good. We want to see this get washed out now. And it'll be interesting to see what S&P does right here at the 32 level. I'm going to bring up there. Just bring this up. Okay, because right here, I mean, as we're talking, where is it? 32.50 is like that. That's 32.50. That's the big daily target, and right there. That's your big daily target. We just hit it. Again, something we've been waiting on for almost 3 months. Okay, let's see how that goes. Justin's getting ready for the low floaters. Not yet, my man. Not yet. I'm not saying look, we need the process to start to take effect. Now that we hit at least S&P target, QQQ, I'm actually okay with QQQ. I would love to get to that 487 number, but what's more important are some green daily bars. We really need some green bars. Okay, hold on, let me turn this down. There you go. One or two other kind of big plays that, here was the other one. Where was it? Taiwan Semi with another pattern down here. Yeah, 178 looking good. And yeah, look, it's a type 2. And this is why I know for a lot of new people, they're probably like thinking I'm out of my mind. Folks, there's definitive reasons why. Like here's Taiwan Semi. It's retesting the pattern from December, but the dot is what has me. Okay, the dot right there, that was 2 days ago. Open trigger 175. You know, I would be looking at Taiwan Semi in that zone. And the other minimum style strategy that I'd like to see is you're in the zone, but look how advanced the 50 line is here on HSI, Harmonic Strength Index. Okay, you always want to see that thing moving above 50 before you can really anticipate that price acceleration continuation. Okay, I'm just let's focus on the readings, let's focus on the setups, but things are hitting literally right now. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. What's going on? Yeah, a couple others. What's up, Lawrence? Yeah, we looked at Tesla a second ago, and I'm all good with that. I'm good with Tesla. We've been looking at it since 340. I'll just flash it up one more time. We got dot confirmation that was basically checked back yesterday on a bat. 267 is that minimum number. I mean, maybe Tesla needs another day to get above the 50 line. Okay, despite this rollover today, I'm, between that and also the weekly does need next week. But I'm going in on chunks, a couple chunks, 100 here, 100 there. And I want to get like 600 to 800 as my long-term position on Tesla. So, the thought really quick, maybe it's next week where we come out of the zone. Maybe it's in 2 weeks, but we're deep down here. And I'm looking for this thing to wash out the crab and then begin the next level up. All good. By the way, S&P is now up 13 off of that low that we started a second ago. Check this out. Now, I'm not just saying, if you just execute off of one daily level, but my point is that when you get these monster levels, you can't ignore them. 532.50. Now, look, we started the session basically embracing this beautiful test, and here you go. Okay, couple of dot confirmation, but again, there are reasons why this stuff works. And you're looking at it in real time. There you go, up 20 off of that test already. I'm looking for something much bigger. Okay, so don't get me wrong. Even if it's just up 20 points off this low, of course it could roll back down. But I'm showing you how powerful the levels truly are. And there you go. How do you take advantage of that? Get over to Harmonic Trader. Get over and get the software. Okay, become a basic member. That's all there, and then the free trial right there. Send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. Okay, and how about HPC 30 for the first person that wants to get that 30-day package and go to the course on the 21st? 30-day gold, 30-day TradingView. Can't beat it. I know a lot of people that did win are very happy. They didn't. It's nice to give them the opportunity to take advantage of it. GGH, you are a winner. GGH, you're the winner. Okay, so I'll pop in the Discord in a second. But get with us over on the website, become a basic member, and then also here I'm going to put that in. Here's the Discord link. Anybody that wants to join the Discord link, you don't have to wait to win. Just sign up here at the following one, GGH. You got to DM me. That's how we're doing it in that Discord. Okay. But keep your eye on this 3250 number, 573250 for now. For now and for the next few weeks. Okay. I like the fact that we have an initial response off of that. Couple more. Let's bring it back like that. One stock that I haven't really been too crazy about is Microsoft. We haven't really made a lot of progress. We go to the monthly chart. We've been sideways for quite some time. Is that anywhere near an end? Because it's like this. You go back a year with first dot, second dot coming in right back in August. Still not a lot of progress into the end of the year. Go to the daily here. All right. Not much to go on with Microsoft. And I think that's an outlier versus a lot of Mag 7, NASDAQ, big cap. Don't have anything in something like Microsoft. And I'm just keeping an eye on it. Haven't done much with Microsoft in about, oh God, it was like, I had a big buy in Microsoft about 2 years ago and got out way too early. But I'm waiting for something. I thought we'd see maybe a bat pattern or something on this August, July retracement. We're at 385. Definitely down there. Not yet. That's totally different from something like Meta, which is coming off. Look at that, the beautiful crab. That's a type 1. We're going to get a dot. Check this out for Meta. It's like this. We're going to get this dot. We need, again, another situation where we need one green bar on the daily chart. So you know you're early there. But under this 643 level, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for, and it could be as low as 620, but I'm looking for something because I don't think what you're looking at in terms of this big channel going back a couple of years here, that's still intact. So where's the daily back here? So watch this. This is Meta, okay? And looking for that, like I said, probably needs another day or maybe 2 to get above, but these are close. I mean, I think enough has come off the top already, and you're seeing minimum 10% corrections across the board. That's a 10% correction. Typically, when these kind of stocks get down there, start putting in 10% corrections, you should start looking. This isn't our first 10% correction either. I mean, you go back to, what was that, July last summer, 543 all the way down to 448, almost 20%. So these are normal retracements within their respective long-term uptrends. and of which there are many. Couple more. What's up, Chris Young? Your T1 on ES is 5607 on the daily. Let me check that out really quick before I move on. Mine is 57. It depends on, is that the front month? Because 5732 has been the number I've been looking at for a long time. The other thing is check if this adjusted bar BADJ, is that selected? Because it should not be selected. The only other thing I could think of is that maybe it's a time thing. Make sure that's right. And if you want to, send me a note. Definitely send me a note. You got it, GGH. Welcome. I'm glad you won. We'll give away one more. You have TradingView. What's up, Bass Mago Pro? You have TradingView. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, again, about the course in 2 weeks, you can DM me on the Discord. That's the easiest way where I can really respond quickly to everyone's requests. And then there's a load of information there and a ton of people. Couple more. Where was where's Marvel? Marvel getting crunched, but check this out. Look at the bat pattern on Marvel. Bad news, bad earnings today. They dropped it. What's the problem with this pattern? And again, this is kind of a stock of the day. And I'm actually looking at this one too. You have a T1 perfect bat, no confirmation. So that's why I always pound home the fact that confirmation is important. We don't have anything even yet. That's Marvel. Their AI growth coming in, apparently. But again, guys, this is where the narrative is going to almost be opposite to the levels where, okay, earnings came out, bad news. Okay, bad news, great, and they drop it. This is looking more like selling exhaustion than a massive breakdown. Like breakdown for something like Marvel was at $100. And where was that? Was that only 2 weeks ago? Incredible. So let this capitulation happen. I'm really, again, I'm embracing all. I think this is super constructive for what we need. And this is the retracement that I've really wanted to see for, since January. Really since January. You wanted to look at CAT. Okay. Here you go, Caterpillar. Yellow dot on the daily. A whole lot of really constructive stuff. Look at this. Great. Who put that up there? Eric. What's up, Eric? Welcome back. Great one. Again, CAT selling it down from 400, 410 back in November, almost 310, 320, but we're trying to print a dot today. And big bat pattern at 336, guys. That's the kind of thing that you have to see as constructive. Super constructive. Probably won't be official until tomorrow, but I would be looking at that 336, maybe as low as 330, but you're there. And this is the other consistent ingredient characteristic of price action that is actually stronger than it seems. Look, HSI is not only above the 50, comes back. Now we're breaking out above the 50. All of that I like. And price has yet to move. These are the signs that I look for every day that tells me this is turning. What is going on in the zone is probably a final divergence And now we're going to look for corresponding action up. I would say like, a T1 move to 367 is not a crazy assumption. In fact, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe the only thing I need to see to really get that price acceleration, one or two green bars. Give me a bullish daily close, or complete it today, retest it tomorrow, start it next week. If you guys can read those kind of signals, understand the framework of where we are, okay, you'll understand what to be expecting, the character of this action. Is this a complete meltdown, or is this some kind of harmonic pattern opportunity? I think it's a big harmonic pattern opportunity. That's a great one, though. Yep. MTT call. You read my mind. There's another one. Yes, you're right. Connell. I think we talked about that last time. That is the Coinbase 2x long. We talked about the shark. 2167. A prior pattern, you go back to August, back-to-back sharks, and now what? Okay, because we have a dot, and we're literally right back where we were. We talked about this in September and October, and now we'll have a dot today. I would really, over the next 2 or 3 sessions, maybe that puts you into next week. I'm looking for this thing to start. Finish this dot today. Like there. Finish that dot and get going. Really close. And that is not official until the close today. So maybe we start tomorrow. But yeah, that's something I'm not going to get overly dismissive about. Coinbase. Here's Coinbase itself. Look at that beautiful Gartley on the daily. Guys, do you see the patterns? Major names happening right now. And today will be a dot. Let's see where we close this up. But beautiful pattern. I think everyone can see that. Our assumption, it's a T1. Let's wait for that dot. But look, T1 goes to target 1. T1 type 1 reaction goes to target 1 after the dot is official. And that will be after 4 o'clock today. So, all of that setting up, market looks like hell, right? Market looks like, okay, president's going to destroy the market with the tariffs, hype, inflation, slowdown in growth, unemployment's going to pick up because all these people are going to get laid off. That's fine. That's fine. Actually, the worse the story, the better. Like, bring me all of your bad news now, and let's get it out. How about a Coinbase hack? God forbid. I'm not saying that happened, but what I'm saying is you want the news to be really bad now, today, tomorrow. You want people dumping positions because we have been waiting and ready to pick them up in these zones, and we're about to get confirmation. I like it. Definitely like it. Thanks, Chris. Chris is saying one of the reasons why he had a different result is because he was showing ABCD patterns. And I appreciate you bringing that up because actually it will override. Here's my settings. So I don't show the ABCD because I'm really looking for complex patterns. I suggest you guys can look at those, but it's going to, if you have a bigger ABCD than the pattern itself, it's going to show you the biggest pattern. That's just inside default kind of language. But check that out. Please go through it. You have any questions, Chris, hit me up over on the Discord. Send me charts too. Some people have been reaching out to me, and I encourage that with, talking about their trades. Like, hey, I get in here, I get in there, and this typically happens to me. I'm only going to say that um, I'm open to receive those notes and give you feedback. All I request is that you send me a chart showing me exactly where you got in and where you got out. In fact, I think everyone should be doing that with your trades and trade review. Follow it up. You got it. No worries. A couple more. What's up, Miss Leisha Baby? What's up, Miss Baby? Want to look at Paramount? Yeah, we looked at Paramount recently. Paramount, Warner Brothers Discovery, even WDB, BA, Walgreens Boots, all of those. Paramount's like this. Okay, check out the big pattern. Now here's another one. It's not your absolute ideal structure, but can we say that this crab pattern on the weekly is definitely giving support? I mean, the type 1 reaction was sick. They flushed it down. Then they took in a crazy type 1, but that's still a type 1. All the way back down. What about the monthly? Wasn't there something on the monthly here? Yeah, the crab is on a monthly as well. Yeah, that's even better. Terminal bar is at $10. Paramount trading 1168. I do think there's something here. This is what I want to look at. So someone's asking about Paramount. There was a few of these. They're typically maybe our lower floaters. S&P starting to come up off those lows. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a pivotal day. This Thursday, March 6th, our 396th show, is a pivotal day for the whole freaking year. Paramount, look, I like it constructively because I do like what's happening. That's a monthly, folks. And we're well above the 50. HSI precedes price. It was designed in that manner. So you want to see that kind of action to lead and get price going. So that's Paramount Global on the monthly. We have a few of those. Warner Brothers Discovery, that was the other streamer. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about these streaming services. I mean, I'm just so personally think like Hollywood has blown its street cred. I mean, I'm barely enjoy movies anymore unless they're Paw Patrol with my son. But Warner Brothers Discovery, give me the patterns. I'm not to trash Hollywood, but I think we all could probably spend an hour doing that. Hop level at 897, clearly giving us some support. And then I would say that's a weekly. Where's the monthly? Because with these monthlies, when they're down there that low, we got to get above the 50 level. So Warner Brothers Discovery, I think Paramount's probably the better situation. In the W area, Walgreens Boots Alliance, guys, eventually I'm going to pull the trigger on this. Eventually I am going to get in on this. I have been staring this thing up and down for about 3 months. What I want to see and what I've been waiting for, we got above the 50 just last month. Maybe January was, but what we started in January. And this is a great example. Could be a 5-minute trade. This is a monthly. We need to see that progress, especially when we're just kind of scraping the floor. Let's get that going above the 50. I like it. I mean, there's a lot of things I like at the moment. It might not be just yet, but they're super constructive. Let me give you one more, and then I'll look at a couple of yours, and then we'll go to crypto. Valero, guys. Look at what Valero is doing. Coming out of the zone. Perfect T2. This is not easy. Why is it not easy? Because you got to look at charts. You can set alerts, But the ultimate realization of what we do, you do your research, you line up your list, but we still have to put ourselves in these positions at the numbers. So Valero, we were looking at that last week. It hit target 120. We are in business on Valero, and it's a type 2. So what's my expectation? Well, look at target 1. Type 1, target 1 was perfect. Type 2, target 2. I would love to see a dot. So we might be a couple more days down here, but we're certainly getting the arrow. A plus setup. A plus. All these people calling for a crash, all these people saying end of the world, everything's destroyed. Yeah, let them sell out. And you're just sitting there on the sidelines getting ready to pick it up on the cheap. Because that's what's going on. Love that Valero. I mean, that's probably the best setup in Valero since the bearish back there. And bullish setup, last time we saw that was 2023. Similar situation. Absolutely. Yeah, it is weird. It is. Those people are weird. I'm sorry. I used to live out there for a little while. Yeah, what's 396, man? I'm catching up. Greg, come on. You won before. You can't front run. Dr. Rue R. Have I looked at MSTU? MSTU is like the MicroStrategy. What's that? I don't know what that is. MSTU. The 2X MicroStrategy long. Oh boy, they must have released that September. Incredible. That's that's something else. Daily, I got nothing. This is the MSTU, the MicroStrategy 2X long. You almost have to go to like an hourly or 4-hour. Well, there you go. First 4-hour pattern in its whole existence, and now is at $4. What about an hourly chart? Something that's brand new like that. A little back to back. The same deep crab. We go crab the shark. Maybe back at 4. Excuse me. Excuse me. S&P 500, folks, now up 30 off of that low. Who loves you? Harmonic patterns do. Harmonic patterns love you. They do. They are your friend. Okay, and something like that. All right, not bad. Let's look at ES. I'm telling you, that was such a major test. We started it today. Now 57, 58, 50. Remember, it's all about that T1 level. Just coming back. Let's circle it back really quick. I'm telling you, this is a massive test. And I don't talk like that too frequently, but we've been waiting so long for that test. Of course, we'll take it in tomorrow, next week, but I like the fact that you have already responded off of that. Let's go. Couple more. I don't look at that, but I'll look at your MicroStrategy really quick. And, Coinbase is one setup. MicroStrategy has some 4-hour stuff. I think, there you go, a nice little butterfly. That's a type 1. I would love for that to come back for the retest at XA 52. That would be better. Structurally, I like the Coinbase setup more than MicroStrategy. Yeah, not a lot there, even on the daily. On the weekly, I thought so. So with this on MicroStrategy, and this is a good kind of secondary look into crypto in general, because you need these to be printing some signals. One HSI, second HSI this week. So we're going to need another green week before we get a dot. Where are we? Yeah, we're oversold. We need, as we say, more development. Get that higher. Again, I prefer that Coinbase chart. Couple more. Absolutely. What do I think of Netflix? What's up, Edward? How's the software treating you? One of our winners from last week or 2 weeks ago. Well, you should be looking, you should have a good chart in front of you. What do you think of Netflix? You've got the software. I mean, just break it down. Open up the daily, open up the weekly. Where are we headed? Well, HSI is down, Amplified's pointing down. What's the last dot trigger? Weekly, bearish around 1,012, 1,015. What's daily look like? Daily, okay, we're getting there. We check back. We have one green bar. We're going to need a second. Filling some prior support, around 900. And here's the thing about Netflix, like a lot of these big trending plays, and that is still a big trending play. You get the arrow. Okay, look for continuation. There's an arrow and a dot, but still general area. Arrow, arrow, dot, arrow. You got just walk through. Okay, go through your favorite charts. And when you see these kind of signals, even though that looks like a big breakdown flush, fill the gap, 920-ish. But just look at every bullish arrow going back 2 years. It puts you in the right ballpark. 1 and 2, I'll call that 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 of those signals every time within 30 days, you were higher. You were higher. And I would say much the same thing. And that is all good. Of all the big tech, the only thing that I've got a problem with is Microsoft. I mean, in fact, Amazon and Google and a lot of these other ones, big top 10, top 20, NASDAQ, are in a great position. Really quick before I get out of this tech area, NVIDIA, 111, what are you doing with that? Because we had a couple bearish patterns right at the top. Nothing yet on HSI. So that's a daily, and weekly's like this. So nothing yet for NVIDIA. I know a lot of people are looking to jump on that. Not there yet. NVIDIA is just, let that do the retrace. Let that print an oversold something. Not there yet. That's all right. It doesn't all have to go down like that. 1 or 2 more. Sure. What was the other? I did Valero. We're not ready for the low floaters. I was going to get into a couple of those. Is it Reddit? Yeah, so Reddit was an IPO that came out. I really don't have any patterns other than the fact that we have daily oversold after a big run. Since the IPO came out, and I think that was what, a 5x, 10x? Yeah, 8x, 5x off the low, something like that. Let's do the math. 40, 200, that's a 5x. Wait, let me get my calculator out. But I like daily HSI dot that printed yesterday, and now I start looking. That's kind of the process. A lot of people have been asking me, like, all right, how do you size these up? Wait for it to get oversold. Spot up a pattern. Look for your confirmation, which is there. Daily completes, and then that's day one. Day one's like that. What about in the 4-hour? No, this was, I might be confusing this with something else. I think it was. I'm confusing it with Rocket Lab. Although Reddit, I like that. Rocket Lab was another high flyer. Okay, and then put in a dot yesterday. I do like Reddit, and Reddit should be on the radar. And I think once we finish this retracement, that longer term trend continues. Here's Rocket Lab. There was another high flyer. First pattern right off the top. It's now 19. The dot came in yesterday, and that triggers around 1911 where you are now. We could retest 17, but I'm looking. And again, just to show you the consistency of the readings, the fact that HSI is above the 50 is an important condition to where this consolidation could finally turn around and start to make progress up to T1. So if you're looking at that 1729-ish, you're looking for an initial move to 2273. But really close. Really close. You want to look at silver? I think we did silver last time. Greg wants to look at Broadcom. I think that's a good one in terms of stocks. Finish up on Broadcom getting clocked, but that's good. You want these to get clocked. Look, we're close to the end of the channel. And I said that's a Gartley. I kind of traced that out. I don't have a published pattern yet, but here's the situation. Broadcom, there's a green arrow. It checked back. Where's my dot? I should have a dot already there. I'm going to have to investigate. We should have had a dot yesterday. I don't know why that didn't publish. Keep an eye on it. We need a dot, but the other thing you need is for AVGO. And I wouldn't, look, for me, at that point, I'm not playing earnings. I'm looking for larger development phases like, HSI is not above the 50 yet. And we're still making new lows for the year kind of a thing. But we're close. Again, I really feel like across the board, you get all these patterns, especially big ones that all kind of print around the same time is a good thing. The major market indices are all printing substantial pattern targets, a lot of target ones with confirmation. Yeah, I'll go with that. All right, what's AG Silver, right? Or is that Majestic Silver? AG Futures or AG the stock? First Majestic Silver. Yeah, I'm not really too crazy about that. Look, you want something like that, resource play. We're really looking at UEC, guys. Still needs a dot. Okay? But that's the kind of setup where I can really get into it. I've got levels. And I already have HSI printing. So if it's going to print, all I need is a yellow dot for the go. But it's close, and it's, again, 532. The prior pattern was 542. I would say maybe 5. Anything under 5 is probably a steal. So, I'm liking that. That's development. And when I say development, what really needs to happen when we're looking at the pattern completion, like we're never jumping on a pattern. There's the pattern. Actually, both initial target here or the initial completion of this pattern hit at the same time the prior pattern completed. All of that was like 542, 532. But that's just a pattern. Now the breakdown of it, we need confirmation. What confirmation really is the relative extreme has reached its limit. The pattern is kind of the structural extreme. And you got that there, and that's related to HSI here. You get that? And then the final, what I always say, a mini divergence phase into the zone is the best setup, because if your zone is the area where the divergence is occurring, that's like the final sweep move. And so it's not there yet, but UEC, that's, you want to play a resource play. I like that. I mean, it's just everything you got, you want to see there. Let's give away one more 30-day package, HPC 30. You'll get 30 days gold membership and a 30-day subscription to the TradingView program. So it's over here. And where is it? Right there. Get right there. And then join us over on harmonictrader.com as a gold member. A bunch of people, like I said, have joined. Michael, you're the winner. Michael is the winner there. Michael, you got to send me your TradingView username, full name, and email address on the Discord. Just look me up, DM me there. Also, I never solicit, so if anybody's in there asking for money, please, it's not me. I don't do that, and please ignore them, or even better, send me their profile name so we can remove them and ban them from ever. Banish them, as they say. Let's jump to Bitcoin. BTC, what are we going to do with this thing? People are delusional after the two candles. After these two candles, the massive up and then the massive smash back down. Now, what are we going to do? Easiest way to hammer in on Bitcoin. What's the last signal that you see? Green arrow is oversold. So we're in the early stages. Do we see a dot over here? No. We checked back at 83. Retested that low. That was important, but we need one more green bar. I think the 4-hour time frame is a great. There's a number of things here on the 4-hour to be looking at. Where is it? Hold on. There it is. What's that? Binance US feed. Just to be clear, that's on the Binance US feed. We are against this crab pattern. And I just want everybody to know that this is going to contain Bitcoin for a little while until we can produce that daily dot. I haven't posted much on X, and I still want to see. I mean, by definition, look, I would love to see that 76,573 level. We were less than 2,000 points away. But what happened is we printed the counter HSI signal at 83, not 76. We were as low as 78, and that might be good enough. That might be good enough. We need, I would think, more than one green day, but just one green day is going to turn on the dot. So nothing here other than that first signal, and I would be watching crypto closely. I think it's, this thing is beaten up. I think a lot of people are really kind of had such high hopes that now they don't think it's going to happen, like the big super move to 1 million. I'm not saying 1 million, not on this move, but I am saying is that we're looking for this downtrend that began in mid-January to end soon. We need to do it again. We need a dot. And if you even go the last signal, like there was the low from January, it went up, dot. Okay. It still took several days before the rollover really ensued. And if you guys remember, we were dealing with this other pattern. Like we had a bunch of patterns at like 98, 99, something like that. So it's more of a time thing. And even if they came out with a strategic Bitcoin reserve announcement, the trading action is suggesting that more time, more green action is going to be required. You are not missing out on anything. I want to be clear about that. We're not missing out on anything yet. Yeah, 90, a close above 90, weekly close, that might be a good way to go. Check this out. We are oversold on the weekly. HSI is deeply oversold, but we need that to pop out. So I would be looking not this Sunday, but probably next Sunday, where the weekly might show the first sign. And I still say this is a lot like what happened last year. Last year was a crazy end of the year. And then we had nice follow through, but by February, March, we had topped out. This is probably ahead of time by a stretch. Maybe we're like a month, 6 weeks in front of last year's timeline, but we are looking for this kind of a thing. You know, we're looking for initial HSI, give us a dot, and start the turnaround. You are a ways away. Take a look at it like this. If this is the last time we were oversold, which it is, that was April, and then we didn't turn around and even get above the 50 until September. And that drag was, I think it wore a lot of people out, and I do think we are in a similar environment here, similar climate. You're gonna work that 76 on the downside. I would say a 96 on the top side here of kind of moving your like a 3-week range, like 99. I wouldn't even say that. I'd say last week's high around 96. But this has got work to do. Bitcoin needs to come out of that zone to at least say we can look for this to stabilize. It hasn't stabilized yet, guys. Has yet to stabilize. Okay, S&P cracking right back down at 32. As I'm talking, it's now at 27. And the QQQ, so NASDAQ's down 600. Great. Here's the QQQ. We're gonna clip it. I really, this is great. What's the low? Almost 42 was the low. Can we get that today? We need to see 87.27. Making lows. Making lows. Where are we? 87.34. Let's stay here. We're cents away. 87.27. That's what we want. Come on. You're 15 cents, 10 cents, 9 cents. Let's stay on this. Target 1 right there. Can we hit it? It's important that we hit it. I'm sure we're going to hit that. Keep an eye on this right here. 487.27. I'm looking for that to be the target. Get hit and bounce. Oh, come on. Believe me, I think it's important that we hit that. The low, are you kidding, was 29 so far. Let me look at that really quick. Okay, 30 seconds ago, we were at 87.29. 2 cents off our target. Here we go. We got it. We clipped it. Yeah. There you go. We have hit the target. And check this out. Just went on. T1 dollar sign. Went on. That's a huge, huge test right there. 87.27. Beautiful. For the whole daily thing, ever since the hop level back on the 20th of February, that's amazing. There you go, 87.27. S&P traded a little bit lower, still under 32, but again, guys, that's a big deal. We will come back on Tuesday next week. Let's see what we exactly did, because I'm not too worried about today. I want one green bar. It could be after today, could be tomorrow, could be Monday. We'll get the dot, but that was the minimum objective we have been waiting on for quite some time. Down 1450 at the moment. A big deal. I really I want to focus on these target ones because it'll be a follow up that we do into next week of okay, great. That was the objective we have waited for since the 20th. Well, really, I would say even we go back since the initial test at 537. Huge. Love it. What is QQQ? I know you're joking on that. I know you're joking. That's great stuff. And a nice little bounce right off of that level. I mean, I'm not saying it's an end all be all. I'm not saying that's it everything, but it kind of shows you like that the level that we just there's 27 right there. On the bar, the 30-second bar that it hit, you went through some reactions, kind of like S&P. I mean, it's like a first test, but so be it. It's a critical level. As it's happening, I want to underscore how important that is. It's right there, guys. That's it. That was the measured low we have been waiting for since December, and you're up a point. Now I'm really going through this for the larger picture of that daily pattern, but it shows you that the levels matter. Those target ones can be strong as patterns themselves. Is this the pattern make or break? Well, for the first reaction, for this reaction off of off of the pattern, the T1 dollar sign just went on. So I'm pleased. That's what I've really been waiting on. And let's get the dot because we get the confirmation and the level. Then we really have a defined, well-defined area, price level to be strategizing positions off of. Again, much like we were here, what was that, Thursday the 20th? We got that dot, and then it's been straight down. That's a throwdown move. S&P starting to bounce too. Nasdaq was down 620. Now it's 560. Again, this is all about the character of the market. Is this the end of the reaction? It's a major first step. Let's see where the dot prints out. And again, that could be another day or two, but that was a significant situation we've been waiting on. Yeah. Yes, the daily dot's coming. It'll come, but here's the thing. Just so to be really clear on how this looks, especially when you're lining up software, the daily dot will trigger like that did automatically. But the process is trigger HSI, retest it, and then one green bar, and we need another. Today's not a green bar. Can we get a green bar? Tomorrow maybe, or Monday? We're in that ballpark. Price level wise, I would just say to myself, look, 4087, 27 was hit. Now start looking for that confirmation. We could trend lower, absolutely, but we are close from a price level perspective to get that thing from being, almost over. I want to see one or two more things, and we know it's at least a day or two. Like I said, by Tuesday, we'll come in and we'll be looking at this, really pinpointing where exactly that's going to go. I'm so glad it's happening right now as we speak, and then we can come back to this over the next several weeks. What I'm thinking is that they've got this washout now, and things are going to change. Look, you're in a volatile environment with the obvious going on, but I would still be anticipating some type of return move back there. Is it here or is it lower? Maybe, but my thought is that that's type 1 reaction, and we're going to have to start some kind of return move. And that could be where you're looking at this maybe end of the quarter kind of a thing. It's all about being in front of the market, and that's where you are. 2 months. That's been the problem, Freeze. I agree. I agree with you. The SPY did not make new highs. I don't know how that would. Like, we know the deal on the SPY, S&P futures. They're all similar situation. I mean, go really quick. Go back to ES, and I think this is even more important in crypto. Crypto, Bitcoin needs a dot. I'll do one other thing on crypto. We also know Coinbase is pretty close to triggering a signal. That would be an important secondary consideration that, hey, if Coinbase is triggering a signal, then something's got to be brewing for crypto in general. But look, here's the S&P situation. 557.32.50 was just hit. I see you're saying it didn't make a new high aggressively. And yeah, this topping resistance right at the XA level does matter, but now it's about T1. And now identifying where's the dot going to come in here over the next day or two. Look, we come back on Tuesday. You guys should be looking for that dot. Look for the dot. And while you're waiting, again, come on, get over and get the software here. And I'll have the I'll let you guys know about the 21st next week for sure. I almost had to change the date, but I'm not going to. Send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. Okay, major day today. Major day. If you guys have any other questions, just hit me up over in the Discord. But that's what I have for today. Okay, Bitcoin waiting for the dot. Like the rest of these, let it finish what it started. Plenty of time. You guys are not missing out on anything. Okay? Again, thank you, everybody. Great to see you. We'll be back here on Tuesday. We're here every Tuesday, Thursday. So if you like what's happening, hit subscribe, hit the like button on the way out.